Hey friends, I am back out at another community to show you. Today I am in the city of Peoria, and I'm in a community that is commonly known as Vistancia. So today I'm in Meridian at North Point at Vistancia. This is a specific section. The builder here is David Weekley, one of my favorite builders, and this is a gated community near the amenities. Great views pretty much no matter where you live with this builder. So I'm going to show you some of these model homes. We're going to look at a quick move-in home, talk about the prices and what the area is like. We'll take a look at the amenities, and by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what it would be like to live here at Vistancia. And when you are coming into your community, you have this mountain view. As soon as you are pulling in, you just punch in your code right there, and here you have the gates, and you can head on home. So normally I start my tours with the model homes, but today I'm doing something a little bit different. We're going to go in this spec home, partially because the backyard is amazing. It backs right to a mountain, and also I just want to give you a look at what your money really buys you in this community. When you go into those model homes, they are highly upgraded, so the base price doesn't apply. Well, you're gonna know exactly what your money can buy you when you look at the spec home. I'm gonna give you the price. Here is the home we're gonna be looking at right across the street. They are doing a ton of construction. It's actually quite loud out here right now, but this home right here is the Crosscut floor plan. It is 2,595 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. It does have a study and a 3-car garage, and the out the door price is $999,000. So you come uphill slightly when you're driving home here. They have the artificial turf in the front yard, these beautiful custom paver steps going up to your front door. There's this beautiful covered porch area. Us Arizonans like to go outside when it rains and watch the rain because it's such a rare occurrence. This is an iron door, very good quality. Okay, so coming in, first thing I noticed that's different from the model homes that they have here is that they put in luxury vinyl plank flooring. Another option would be engineered hardwood. And right off the bat, you have this beautiful den area over here. Or you could make it, a little sitting area, a library. They did do this customization with the ceiling. That is not normally included with most builders, standard package. You have these 2 front windows, very pretty. Again, same thing over here with the ceiling. And even this light fixture, I'm kind of surprised this is in a spec home. It looks like more the type of thing that a builder would put in their model homes that actually isn't an option. But here they have it in their spec home. And coming down this way, you have a nice full bathroom. It's great that it has the double sinks. They're still finishing things up, so it's not gonna look perfect, but also the shower in here, tiled all the way to the ceiling. The stone look right there. So, it's pretty impressive already. Here we have one of the bedrooms in the front. All of the rooms are going to be wired to have a ceiling fan, but most builders don't include the ceiling fans, and they don't here either. So this bedroom over here does have a walk-in closet, but over here, this one looks out to the front of the house, and these windows are really pretty. This one also has a small walk-in closet, so that's pretty nice. There's also this linen closet between the 2 bedrooms. Now, I noticed this is a spec home, so I noticed this little mark here on the baseboard. All of those little things will be corrected before the new owner closes on their home. there's always a final walkthrough where you get to go through and mark any little thing that you see that you want them to remedy. So it should be perfect by the time you move in. Here is your powder room. I actually like this powder room more than in the model homes. You'll see why as we tour the model homes coming up. This is a great size laundry room coming in from your garage, and they included the hooks and the little cubbies. That's not normal to be included with a spec home, so that's nice. And then you have your coat closet right here with some extra shelves. I'm actually quite impressed. Let's see if they'll let us get into the garage. They will. So you have your 2-car garage over here. A little bit of light. Oh no, this is a 3-car garage. A little bit of light coming in. It's a 3-car tandem. So back here, you'll have some extra storage. You have a tankless water heater over here in the corner and a door going out to the side of your house. And then we're gonna go back out this way into the kitchen. Those lights are flickering a little bit. I'm not sure why. Maybe the spirits are trying to tell me something. But this is just a very nice, open area. A big island right here. They're gonna be putting in the stove, and I believe that will be a microwave right there. You have your gas range. They even put the cabinets that go extra high in here, so that's actually kind of surprising. In addition, you have this little mini wine fridge over here, also surprising, so I am quite impressed so far with this spec home and all of the different things they added that I would not have expected. You have these big sliding doors. We're gonna go out and check out those views in just a second here. But yeah, there's just a lot of light coming in. And these tall ceilings open up the space even more. All right, so let's go back this way. And you have this bedroom right here. It does have a walk-in closet as well as its own bathroom. Again, they have the shower all tiled up to the ceiling. Very well done. And we haven't gone to see the primary bedroom yet. That's the bedroom that's gonna have the views looking out to the mountain in the backyard. And you also have this style of ceiling in here. It just really is I feel like this is just kind of a special room. It feels like a primary bedroom. It just has added features and the views that elevate the space. I mean, look at that. That's what you're gonna wake up to. Maybe you'll see some roadrunners and coyotes running around out there. Javelinas, sometimes we'll see out here in the desert. And you have your double sinks, of course, plenty of space on that counter. And you get a tub and a shower, and the shower is a good size. So if you're one of those people who likes to take the bubble baths, you can do that here. I do like the style of closet too, where there's not a door going into the closet, but you have this mirror here. And then on one side, you have a little nook. Is this gonna be his part of the closet? That's a little bit small for one person. And then the hers size, it's probably 4 times as big. So I'll let you guys figure that out. Let's go check out the yard. So again, you have sliding doors on both of these walls. They're really taking advantage of the fact that this home backs to the mountain. They want you to have as much of that view as possible. And they have extended this patio over here. So you have all of this room in the shade to sit out here and enjoy your yard. And this is just gorgeous. There are a couple of other communities that have these sorts of views. Make sure you reach out if you want to know more about those. But these sorts of lots, when you're buying a new construction home, will have a lot premium. Here in this community, that lot premium can range anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000. This mountain that you see right behind me, it's aligned with dirt lots that are still available for purchase. And as I turn around here, there are lots on this side as well with a different type of view. Let me show you what this one is like. And right across the street from that mountain, here's some more dirt lots available to purchase. You can go ahead and buy a lot, pick out your floor plan, go to the design center, pick out exactly what you want in your home. If you don't want to go with one of those quick move-in spec homes where they already have everything picked out for you. So you can see that with these lots, they have this view fencing, it's called, because it's this railing so you can look out. And with this line of homes, you know, you have the view of this mountain out in the distance and really a view of the neighborhood. There is a street going through here. So it's really your preference, what kind of yard you want. They have lots of options here. Right behind me here is the Windsor floor plan. This one is 2,461 square feet. It is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. This one is modeled with a 2-car garage, but there is an option to make it a 3-car garage. I'll show you that as we look inside. And the base price on this one is $782,000. Let's go inside. You get all types of different views depending on the lot that you sit on. So we will take a look in this backyard, of course, so you can have an example of one type of view you can get here at Meridian at North Point. This is a really pretty elevation. Elevation meaning the exterior that you choose on the house. And there are lots that you can build on here. You can pick any floor plan. You just can't pick the same elevation as the house next door to you if you're choosing the same floor plan as the house next door to you. So coming in here, this is the entrance to the house. But if you go further, you have a courtyard. And this door right over here goes to the kitchen, and you have a detached 2-car garage. If you want a 3-car garage, you're gonna fill up the space right here, and then you'll have a 3-car tandem garage. So if you don't like the detached garage idea, that's what you're gonna get. You can't make that an extra bedroom. There's only the option to have the 3-car garage. Oh, these big heavy iron doors. And as soon as you come in here, I'm gonna back up so you can see the front door. Right here, you have a little foyer. And on this side of the house, we have 2 bedrooms. Here's a bedroom that looks out to the front. These are 10-foot ceilings, so it really opens up the whole space and makes it feel roomy and luxurious. Taller the ceilings, it just gives it such more of a grand feel. And then you have a full bathroom right here. Tub, shower, combo, double sinks. And here's that other bedroom for the front of the house. Really pretty windows. And this little bench right here would not be included in a spec home or in all of their floor plans, but they put it here in the model. By the way, this model home will be selling probably in about a year. If it was going to sell today, it'd be somewhere around 1.5. However, that price is sure to change in the next year. I do want to show you, they have engineered hardwood floors throughout their homes. So there's no grout lines, and it has a just a real nice warm feel to it. There's that bathroom again. Oh, let me show you this closet here. Linen closet. And as I turn around here, see, that's the first bedroom that we went into. Here's the front door. So you have these two windows on either side, and then these big slider doors that open up to the courtyard. Right across, you have your den. In the model home, they put that same flooring on the ceiling, engineered hardwood. And you have your laundry room back here. Again, this tile right here is not going to be standard in their spec homes, but it's an option if you're choosing to build from a dirt lot. Then you get to pick all of those items. Now this is kind of tight. This powder room, as you can see, the door opens inward, and this is a narrow area, so you really have to kind of squeeze around to get in there. So that's not my favorite thing, but I feel like that can be corrected. All right, coming into your kitchen, you have an enormous island and tons of storage. This is kind of a deep waterfall kitchen island, so they have 4 seated here. Nice white, sleek design. You have GE appliances. I'm a fan of GE. Got your microwave down here, double ovens, GE fridge over here. This is where you can make that an entrance into a 3-car tandem instead of having the 2-car detached garage. That's up to you. And then back here they have this nook. This would be great for your appliances. Coffee maker, blender, air fryer, juicer, whatever it is you use. Your pantry is open like this, so there are no doors to the pantry. I have to say, when I was looking at this home, I did feel like it's very accessible. So if you have any kind of accessibility issues, it's just really easy to get around this floor plan. I'll show you the shower and the master. That's kind of what set off my thinking with that. Because it's all one level surface. So coming into the primary bedroom right here, beautiful windows. They did a great accent wall in here, and you just have such nice views from here. Your mountain views are off in the distance from this particular home, but I will show you another home, a spec home, that has kind of the mountain views right in the yard, so that will be interesting. You got your double sinks, lots of storage. Here's the shower I was telling you about. And you can see it just all runs together, one level, nothing to trip on. I feel like all showers should be this way. You have the handles down low over here. And then let's take a look at the closet. Again, no door to the closet, and it goes both ways. So on one side, here you go. There is some shelves up high over here for stuff you don't need to get to very often. And then on this side, it extends out. This side's a little bit bigger. All right, let's head outside to the backyard. When you buy a new construction home, you're going to be getting a dirt lot, so you will want to budget and plan ahead what you would like to do. You have, again, these tall ceilings outside, and this is a pretty nice, big, shaded area out here. But I just wanted to show you, these model homes have really a view of the neighborhood. You have no one in back of you. This is just rock and desert landscaping, and then there's the road that goes through. There's some mountains that you can see there off in the distance. If you're interested in this model home, this exact home, like I said, it's going to be for sale in about a year. So maybe that's within your time frame. Reach out. I can get you all the details on it and keep you updated. All right, let's put up a map so you can see exactly where this community is located in relation to the greater Phoenix area. Location is everything when you're talking about Vistancia. There are pros and cons. You can see on the map that you are pretty far north and west in relation to Phoenix. And the nice thing about that is you have these amazing views and you have closer proximity to places like Lake Pleasant, Sedona, Jerome, Flagstaff. People like to get up north when it is hot here in the summer, or just to enjoy the beauty of that part of Arizona. So shorter drive if you live in Vistancia. Also, you kind of have more of a community feel, I would say here. You're close enough to, grocery stores and schools and shopping, but you don't have as many options super close by. So it has a little bit more of a smaller community feel to it. Some people might see that as a pro or a con, depending on who you are. Obviously, it's going to be a con for anyone who needs to commute to work, who needs to fly in and out of the airport frequently, or if you're just someone who likes to get out and about and go to a lot of different festivals or whatever, things in Scottsdale or other parts of the valley, a little bit longer drive. It really comes down to what's important to you. I think Vistancia is an amazing community. It's just a matter of your priorities. And this beautiful home right behind me is their Sugarloaf floor plan. This one has a square footage of about 2,787 square feet. It is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms with a 3-car garage. Base price on this one is going to start at about $814,000. Let's go inside. This floor plan is actually their sales office right now. You can see these pavers. That's going to be consistent throughout the whole community. That really adds kind of a nice aesthetic appeal. When you drive through the neighborhood, you're going to see that consistent with all of the homes. This is just really a great entrance. Impressive, grand. And then if you go on this side, you can see they're going to have some of these nice views. However, this parking lot will become another home site. They kind of save those for when they are closing out. And let's go inside. Now the front yard is going to be landscaped for you as part of your total purchase price. The backyard will not. You have this covered entryway right here. They'll have the engineered hardwood in this model home as well. And let's turn this way. Right off the bat, you have a bedroom in the front of the house. This one has its own bathroom. So a great choice if you have guests that come occasionally. They'll have their own bathroom. These are really pretty windows. And look at the views outside here. Now there's going to be a home built across the street, but you're still going to get those mountain views from the front of your house. You can see it has a standard size closet, but because it has that full bathroom in here, it's just a really great space for your guests. There's that front door again. This is the sales center. That's going to turn into your 3-car garage. And here is a open den area. We'll go down this way. We have a powder room. Same as the other model, they have the door situated, so it's kind of awkward getting in there. And then look at this. Again, just kind of a different touch here that adds an element of it just appearing more grand and welcoming. You just have a single sink in this bathroom, and then you're going to have 2 bedrooms right over here on the side of the house. Again, 10-foot ceilings. Even though these bedrooms aren't super big, they're a pretty normal sized bedroom, but look, they have a walk-in closet and they have the tall ceilings, so it makes a bedroom that maybe isn't super big, it makes it feel bigger. Now this one just has the regular closet, so your kids are going to be fighting over who gets that. Coming back out here again for perspective. There's a front door down there. And we'll come in here to your large kitchen. They put the cabinets going all the way up to the ceiling. That is not a standard thing that comes with your base price, but you certainly can add it. Nice countertop here. And this really, I think this could easily seat 5. And going this way, you have your pantry. Your entrance from the garage. They put this little, these cubbies and drop space in here. You have your coat closet. So really a great place when you're coming home where you can just drop off the backpacks and the bags and hang up the coats. Look, they have the washer and dryer over here. So it really is a smart setup when you're coming home. Everyone comes to the garage pretty much, and then you even have your pantry over here. So bringing home the groceries, it's just all right there. A beautiful gas range. And plenty of space in here. It's just very open, very homey. Great for families, great for entertaining. Even as a single person, I feel like it's not so enormous that it would feel too big. They have this extra space over here that they made into a little sitting area. I think that that's really cute. Slider doors, and let's go check out the primary bedroom. All right, so coming back here, this is different than a lot of floor plans because you have the ceiling over here that has, you know, kind of this, what would you call it? Not an arch, comes to a V. I don't know the word for that. It's not a flat ceiling like you normally have. And then they also put in that one beam right there. Let's look at the bathroom. Pretty similar to the other model home, 2 sinks. They have the nice shower. Again, nothing to trip on when you're going in to take your shower. Same setup in here with the controls right there. And the closet on this floor plan, it's a little bit deeper. So you come in and you have this side, slightly wider than the Windsor model that we saw. And then this side, just slightly bigger. All right, I'm gonna take you outside so we can see the backyard. This one has a swimming pool back here. If you would like to put in a swimming pool when you go to buy your new construction home, you can count on at least, I would say, $50,000. That would be for a super basic swimming pool. This one is fancy. It has the water features, the hot tub. They put in a grill over here. And again, you have some great views. Right now I'm standing in front of the visitors center. They have events here. I'm also going to show you the pool, and this is just kind of the hub for amenities for people who live in Meridian. It's really kind of a short walk or bike ride over here if you live on that side of the neighborhood. But let me turn the camera around. I want to show you one other community to consider. So here is that visitors center where they do activities, events. The swimming pool is over there. Under these flags, it says the Sovita Club. And then right across the street, you have Ascent at North Point at Vistancia. You can see this sign coming in. It says final opportunities. You can see that they have some mountain views over there. This is not a gated community, so the HOA is a little bit lower, but they only have 5 homes remaining. Those are all about 2,400 square feet, and the prices are a little bit lower, starting at $7 $190. So reach out quickly if you want to maybe get in on one of those remaining homes there. As we are walking up to the Visitors Center, I will mention that this community is slightly higher in elevation than most of the rest of the greater Phoenix area, so it is slightly cooler and you'll get more of a breeze living up here. You can see out here there's this covered patio. They have rooms inside here so that if you want to rent out the space and have a party, a club, a gathering of some kind, you can do that. She thinks it was $50 an hour. She wasn't sure. They also host events here that she said are really well attended, comedy nights, different activities for the residents here. This is that space that you can potentially rent out. Those doors open up so you can also enjoy the patio. Here is the back of that patio that opens up off of the Visitors Center. You have the gorgeous views. They have a lap pool right next to the main pool. And let's go over and check out the playground. So this is that Visitors Center right next to the pool. I'm going to give those people their privacy. There's a family out there enjoying the pool. And right here is just kind of like an area where you can sit down, talk. This is all natural grass, not artificial turf. Over here, they have a volleyball net set up. And right here, you can see they have a basketball court. Sometimes communities will just put in a half court, but not here. You have a full basketball court out here. You can get your exercise in. And this wonderful shaded playground for the kids. You got all kinds of things to climb on. And over here they have, you know, one of those zip lines. The kids can swing way across that. And then over here they have some picnic tables. So you can see you really get some awesome amenities in this community, and you're probably wondering, what's it going to cost me? So if you are going to be living in the Meridian section, your HOA is going to be $185 a month because it is gated. If you happen to get into one of those remaining homes in the Ascent area, it's going to be $133. That community is not gated. So this HOA fee will maintain all of the common areas, these amenities. They plan lots of events for their residents. So you're really getting a lot for your money. I wanted to show you another spec home and another floor plan. This is the Hampton floor plan, a little less expensive and one that I really like a lot. So the base price on this floor plan is $829,000. This exact spec home behind me, it's a quick move-in home. This one is listed at $912,000. It is 2,985 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, plus a study and a 3-car garage. Now, this spec home doesn't have what some people would consider as spectacular of a lot, but it's not a bad lot. And let's go take a look at the floor plan and see what you think. Here it is, such a beautiful home. All of these homes in this community are 1 story. This home is just 2 houses from the corner, and right down here is where most of the amenities are. So really a quick walk down there to the pool and everything that you can do over there. This home surprisingly has ceiling fans in all of the bedrooms except for the primary bedroom. Normally you don't see ceiling fans included, so I was surprised by that. Coming in, it's just, this area is just so wide and open. My voice will be a little echoey in here since it doesn't have all of the model furniture and wall hangings on it. Here's your front door. Again, with the ceilings, they have that kind of like a custom look. It just adds a little bit of character. And when you come over here to the front of the house, you're gonna find these two bedrooms that face the front of the house. You have the mountain views as soon as you walk out of the house and from these bedrooms. This one has a small walk-in closet. There's your little linen closet next to the bathroom. This one has the bathtub in it. And then here is that second bedroom in the front. Really pretty windows. Again, something a little bit different that adds some character. You also have this window over here. You are pretty close to your neighbor. That's typical in most new construction homes. If you need a larger lot, let me know. Like I said, they have lot premiums, so maybe we can find one that has a little bit more wiggle room for you, or we can look at another community altogether. All right, so coming over here, this is a very large den, or make it what you want. Formal dining, a game room, a kids hangout. You have your powder room over here, very basic. You know, you can jazz that up and make it what you want. You have your coat closet. And then another thing that I'm just surprised by is that they have in their spec homes the little cubbies and hooks and bench where you're coming in from the garage right here. And it has a laundry room that connects to the primary closet. That is a nice perk about this home. Very convenient. Also, a bedroom right here that's kind of all by itself in a quiet part of the house that has its own full bathroom. So convenient. And a small walk-in closet. So that's your area for the guests. They can come in through the garage, or if you have, you know, a college kid, teenager, or whatever, they can come in from the garage and go right to their room, which is what they want to do. Maybe you don't want them to do that. You can put them in a different part of the house. This is just a huge, open living space. I mean, I can just see this as being such a great space for families to gather. Back here, well, first of all, look at this backsplash. Love that herringbone sort of pattern. And you have all this extra counter space, plus the pantry over here. Some beautiful windows over here where you're gonna have your dining table. And that is a big wall. You can put as big of a TV as you want to up there. Okay, let's head over and look at the primary bedroom, the one bedroom they didn't put a ceiling fan in. You have your closet right here before you come into the room. 3 beautiful windows, 2 small windows over here. You have your nice carpeting. It seems like a good quality. The rest of the flooring is luxury vinyl plank. You have your double sinks with lots of storage and counter space over there. And they just do a great job on their showers here. I'm really impressed. You have your little bench over there. It's just, this is exactly the kind of shower I love to have. And the closet in here is a little bit bigger. So you have this side over here. And then also it connects to the laundry room. So convenient. All right, in case you're interested in buying this spec home, I want to show you the yard, and it is confusing me because normally the backyard is a dirt lot. There's someone working out here right now. But they have view fencing, this travertine patio, and yeah, it looks like your backyard's gonna be done for you. I'm gonna have to ask her when I go back to the sales office and take the key back why they're doing that. I wanted to show you coming out your front door, this nice long covered porch area, and then the mountain right in front of your home. One-story homes all the way up and down the street. Now, if these homes are out of your price range, or you just don't need something that big, or maybe you need something bigger, there are other builders within Vistancia, lots of other builders. They also have a 55+ community. So if you just generally like this area, reach out. I am gonna help you find the right fit for you and your family. Here's one of the cluster mailbox where you will be going to get your mail. And they have kind of this open green area right over here. All of the streets that go through this neighborhood are slightly curved, maybe going up in elevation a little bit. It's not just a straight line like most neighborhoods would be. And it kind of makes it feel a little bit more custom or special, I guess. I like this house coming up here. It has kind of a green color tone. Green is a popular color this year. I see it on a lot of cabinets in the kitchens and the exteriors of the homes. You can see they have the different elevations. This one is more of a farmhouse style. If you have school-age kids, you're going to be happy to know that the school options around here are excellent. You are in the Peoria Unified School District, but you also have some wonderful charter school choices. Charter schools are tuition free because they are technically public schools, but they are usually higher achieving. 3 of the big names in charter schools are close by. We have Great Hearts Academies, we have Basis, and they are just building a new American Leadership Academy right here in Vistancia. So that is all great news if you have kids and you want to move a little bit further out from the city, enjoy all of these mountain views. Still some excellent school choices. If you are thinking about moving to the greater Phoenix area, but it is months or years away into the future, reach out. It's never too early to start planning and getting prepared for that potential move. Here's my information. This is the end of this video. Make sure you do not hesitate to reach out. It's the only way that we can connect so I can help you find your next home right here in sunny Arizona. I hope to hear from you soon.